Hi guys, this is Nairita. I'm from India Today, the digital team,
Oh,
and
hi.
uh, hi. But I'm going to start off with uh, a question that I will throw at the old guards of the Family Man. With the second season, of course, the expectations are extremely high. Um, do you feel a sense of pressure that you'll have to live up to, or at least, sort of, if not outdo the first season? Is that something that you had in mind uh, uh, when you were writing it, or even when you were performing it, Manoj?
So we had written it already before season one came. We wrote
Okay,
season one and two back to back. So we had already finished the story before season
right.
one came out and became the success it is.
Okay,
So we couldn't change the story. So we went
the
with,
content is ready.
and that was a good thing because made us was a little more true and more
Right,
pure to what we
right.
started out to do with. So that way it didn't influence much in terms of how we wanted to shape
Hmm,
season two. The pressure is
hmm.
crazy though. The pressure is crazy every time you open anything from WhatsApp to your social media or
Correct,
your friends or
exactly.
meet anybody.
Hmm,
Ask this question from the Friday it released, saying when is season two coming. So now I
exactly.
actually saw somebody even message me saying I saw the trailer. When is season three coming? So I don't know. What
So, when you started shooting it, when you started performing it, Manoj, was that something that you were mindful of? Ki, there's a sense of expectation from people. It's risen. Srikant has become sort of like this common man hero, although he's not one, but he is one. So, is there something that you were mindful of? Is that a baggage that you carry when you go into a sequel?
As he said it so correctly, that when you are shooting the second season without knowing the impact or the effect of the first season, then invariably you are only focusing on the character and the graph of it, and you are trying to
Right.
stay true to the character and the circumstances, the changed circumstances that the character is moving into. Uh,
Okay.
uh, no, even if it was written, the same story was written after season one release or streaming, uh, life would have been, horrible for me as an actor on the set, because Srikant Tiwari in this script is the same Srikant Tiwari as the first one,
Yeah.
but he is dealing with lot more difficult situation
Right.
in his family, uh,
Right. Yes.
in his duty, or in field. All of these three areas are demanding a lot from Srikant Tiwari this time. This is not only about lying to his family and getting out of it. This time
Hmm.
he has to confront too many things
Hmm.
on family front, or in his office, and then also in the field. He's confronting, he's challenged, he's demanded a lot more skill, lot more sanity.
Hmm.
Sometimes he loses it, and most of the time he tries to get back his old element. So his breaking down and again picking up himself it was something that that one, as an actor, I had to do. I had to really meet up with all those requirements that writers have put it in front of me, or the directors wanted certain kind of craft and the ability to do justice to all those sequences. They were difficult. They demanded a little bit of a struggle from me, but
Okay.
finally, when I see a little bit of it, they haven't shown the finished
Full
version,
thing. Okay.
but I'm happy that these guys are happy. At the end of the day, they are my, not only they are my directors, they are my first audience. Okay,
Right. Right.
when
Right.
I'm performing it, when
Correct.
I'm doing it, uh, they are the ones whose approval or validation matter to me the most in this world.
Okay. Samantha, now to you, you'll be joining the cast, and obviously the first season is a success. Lots of expectation with the second season. Your character, although not much is known, but yes, it's a negative character. It's a challenging role. Uh, do you also feel a sense of apprehension of sorts that a lot will be expected of you? It's a different medium altogether. It's web, it's Hindi. Do you come in with that sort of thinking, a sort of baggage when you chose this project?
No, I'm just going to leave the pressure to them. I'm super excited. I am so excited. Hardly have anything to lose, but I have so much to gain, don't I?
So what was it about the character that drew you? Apart from the fact that it's a negative shade and whatever, like what are the nuances that sort of you identified with, if any?
Uh, you know, like I said this before, when I believe myself that I might not be able to do this, that makes me want to do it all the more.
The more.
So that was what. That was one of the reasons why I decided to do this role, and working with Rajan DK was also another candy I couldn't refuse.
Advantage.
So yeah, so it was it was this, you know, when I have this self-doubt, that's when I want to do it more and prove myself wrong. Not really other people, just myself.
Sorry, how did this casting happen? Like, what made you think, okay, I want Samantha to play this role? This is for you, Raj.
Yeah, no, we wrote. It's a Tamil character. The role is for a character. So we were looking to be true to how we started off doing the Family Man, like, you know, cast people from the languages they are from. So we were looking for a Tamil speaking actor. That's the minimum
requirement. Yes.
And beyond that, it's great acting skills and of course, huge commitment to it. Like she was saying, it's a physically and emotionally intense role. And even though I didn't know her before, we somehow thought she would pull it off, and she did. And how?
You also said somewhere, I believe, that when she was performing the stunts, when she was like, you know, punching one of the bad guys, it almost reminded you of how Nagarjuna would do it. So is it really that kind of like, are we to expect that kind of fights, that kind of good guy versus bad guy fights from Family Man 2?
So you saw Sam Jam then?
Yeah,
yes, I did. Like little bit clips, yeah, I did.
It's fun to see Sam Jam because she came like nice and fun and happy, and Sam Jam music is playing, and I'm thinking in my head, oh my God, this is Raji, the more action character. No, it is true. See, we grew up in Andhra. We grew up watching Nagarjuna,
that kind of fun.
Everybody, you know, the action heroes and all that, and Shiva kind of shaped us in those days because the action was real. You could see it was a different take on cinema at that point, and you know, it was the way he was punching people was also cool. People used to imitate that, you know, in fights, in the street fights, like that. But we always thought that's, you know, that's pretty cool, and so we were coming from the family. We were kind of joking, not joking for sure. She was really hitting people. See, she's a very petite, delicate person to look at.
Yes, correct.
To sell it, she really has to punch hard. If you're going to take few guys down, you have to sell the action. And for us, we kind of take pride in putting a lot of passion into our action sequences from the very first film, how much ever we did action before. So we want to make sure that she comes across that, you know, it doesn't look like she's just doing toop and somebody's flying away.
Right. It has to look real, correct.
So we, like, just like how she patted herself for picking up the Family Man, that's the story she told us. We patted our backs, me and DK and Suman and Supan, saying that you know, we picked the right person because she was really doing the action so well. You know, so it looked real. It looked like we had to go and stop her, saying, "Don't hit the guy. Don't take all, you don't vent out all your frustrations on the poor guy."
Yeah, but Raj is convinced there's something that I'm holding on to that needs to be let out. He's convinced I have some pent up frustrations.
How many bad guys will go flying how many punches will Manoj
Everything is real. I mean, nobody is
Yeah.
flying.
Yeah.
Only
nobody's flying.
the cameras are flying.
That's a good one.
But I just wanted to ask one thing about the previous season also. So there's Shrikant's character has a lot of humor in it. How much of it was Manoj and how much of it was the writing? Like, did you improvise when you were doing it? That's one of the things that stood out about the character.
And see, I mean, to answer your question very simply, I would say that, I have done many roles. To expect myself to be in all of those roles, in a way, you are right, because uh, I'm of the firm belief that we are everyone,
Right.
I am everyone. It's just that the degrees are, different. I am the bad guy that I'm playing. I'm the good guy that I'm playing. I'm that humorous guy that I'm playing. I'm the same Srikant, but
Right.
at the same time, I'm not. I just have to find them within me, and enhance it, and enhance all those elements of those characters that I play. So, to put it, to answer your question, I would say no. I'm not. I'm not really Srikant Tiwari. Uh, but I try to find Srikant Tiwari whenever I get a chance to play. Whether if I'm doing part one, I get to find Srikant Tiwari when I'm doing it. I try to find the same conflict that Srikant Tiwari is going through in season two within me, and try to find how Srikant would respond to it. Staying true to the character, how he would respond to it. And I try to find the characters through me. It's impossible to just go and find Srikant Tiwari all over the country. It's impossible. These are all based on your own experiences and your own observation, or the readings, or the interaction with people.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to me. It was a lovely little chat that we had. All the best for the show. I'm so looking forward to this. It's going to be a hit. So yeah, thank you for talking to me. Thank you guys for connecting us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.